any possible change to the routing of the Monument Valley Pathway North project may not even be heard after the Scottsbluff City Council failed to allow an emergency action item on the agenda to consider it. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a community pathway that would be cutting through more than a dozen Scottsbluff homeowners' yards was in the crosshairs during last night's Scottsbluff City Council meeting. City Manager Nathan Johnson told the council that on Monday morning he received an email from the Nebraska Department of Transportation indicating that the elimination of the northern portion of the route was possible, but they needed an answer by late Monday night. When the state's email Monday could not even have been considered under an agenda item due to publication and notification requirements, it could have been addressed as an emergency council requirement. Councilman Scott Shaver said he actually wanted the pathway project on the agenda earlier this month, but because it wasn't placed as a regular agenda item, he said he didn't think it merited an emergency agenda item.
Floods, fires, tornadoes, whatever would be
many things.
But failure to file the paperwork in time does not constitute an emergency.
Well, this is not a failure to file the paperwork.
It is though, because I
Councilman Shaver.
asked
No,
for
it's
this
not.
to be on the 14th.
We didn't have any information to share with you.
I wanted on the agenda to discuss it on the 1st. I asked you that.
And
You
we're
didn't
asking
put it
to
on.
put it on the agenda tonight.
I make a motion to put it on the agenda tonight.
I'll second it. Call the roll.
McCarrigan,
Yes.
Shaver,
No.
Green,
No.
Shaw,
Yes.
Well, that motion doesn't carry. So it will not be on the agenda tonight.
And with Mayor Raymond Gonzalez out of town, the 2-2 stalemate vote left the measure with no action being taken. Well, Scottsbluff County Commissioners have set their schedule to begin work in earnest on next year's budget. Starting July 29th, the panel will begin preliminary workshops on request by each department, with subsequent meetings every Monday, either an hour before regular meetings or at 5:15 p.m. during off Mondays. Board Chair Ken Meyer says the county is likely to be looking at the same type of budget shortfalls as last year, but there will be priorities they would like to address.
One of the things we're going to try to do a little better this year is to get a little more money to the roads department. They've started in the deficit for the last couple of years, and we want to try to pump a little more money in that direction. Whether we're going to be able to do that, I don't know. It all depends on what the bottom line is going to be.
Meyer says the budget outlook for the detention center has improved considerably after Sheriff Mark Overman was named to oversee the facility on an interim basis, and that will play a big role in financial deliberations. He also says the hard work will really begin in August as the details of all department requests are turned into the board. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer was in the storm center providing severe weather coverage last night as some powerful storms rolled through the area, a trend that could continue tonight. He's got your full forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Run with us in the unstoppable John Deere Gator XUV 835 and be prepared to go the extra mile. Because when others take rain checks, we take the wheel. With 3 wide seating, heat, and AC, This is the coolest, most comfortable Gator yet. Nothing runs like a deer. Run with us.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
If a sandwich needs a little something extra, you add bacon to it. If a sandwich is perfect just the way it is, you add bacon to it. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, skies are going to turn partly to mostly cloudy as we go through the rest of the evening hours and then gradually turning sunny by tomorrow. Temps fall into the low 60s. We'll get rid of our severe storms early this evening. It's going to be dry starting tomorrow. The hottest day looks like it's coming on Thursday, and then things start to get a bit cooler as we get into Sunday. Hit 90 yesterday, right where we should be for this time of year, and had another little shower move through, only 700s out at the airport, still almost double where we should be for the month of July, and for the year, about 3 inches above normal. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch out for a large portion of our region that goes through the evening hours tonight. We'll keep an eye on that for you, but as of right now, that severe thunderstorm watch goes until midnight. Wouldn't be at all surprised to possibly see it canceled just a bit early. Let's take a look at what we've got going on for that severe weather threat. It is in our area today, and especially the northern portions of the Nebraska Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming. Greater risk on up into portions of South Dakota. As you can see, those areas around Pierre, north of Rapid City, have an enhanced risk of severe storms. Now, tomorrow, the threat of severe weather really shifts to our north, and thunderstorm chances die down and then really move out of the region by Thursday, as we don't expect any more thunderstorm activity. So isolated thunderstorms, scattered storms around this evening. They will move on and be out of here overnight tonight. Sunshine breaks out to start the day tomorrow, with a few mixed clouds overnight as well. Temperatures are going to fall into the low 60s for tomorrow. Lots of sun to start the day and mostly sunny skies to end the day as well. Could see a few gusty breezes. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, mainly in the northern panhandle, although they're going to be very few and far between tomorrow, as we're going to see temperatures very nice and warm again. Highs well into the 90s for most of us. A little cooler from Lusk over to Chadron. Mid-80s possible there. Rainfall totals not going to be very impressive as we go through the rest of the night into tomorrow, just a couple of hundredths for most of us. So it's scattered thunderstorm early. Can't rule out a strong to severe one. Low down around 62. For tomorrow, sunny. Lots of sun out there. Thunderstorm chances confined to the northern panhandle. Highs in the low 90s. Hottest day again on Thursday. Look at there. We got 100 on the map. 93 on Friday. 92 Saturday. Then Sunday, Monday, we really turn cooler with highs only in the low to mid 80s, back to near 90 again by Tuesday of next week, and no big chance of rain coming after tonight.
If I said everything you need to know about Arby's Ultimate BLT is right there in the name, how would that make the honey wheat bread feel? Probably not great.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Next Gen Outfitters is your new local online source for hunting, shooting, and camping gear. With over a century of combined outdoor experience, we aspire to become the trusted supplier of all your outdoor gear needs. Next Gen Outfitters is where adventure begins and tradition continues. For the month of April, get $25 off orders of $100 or more. Go to nextgenof.com and use code NGKNEB. That's NEXGENOF.com.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service. And top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right. Get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Would your child thrive in a Christian environment with highly qualified teachers, small class sizes, and high academic standards, but still have time for hands-on learning, service projects, and play? A school that feels like family, where biblical character and strong study habits are taught daily. At Community Christian School, we offer all the core academic subjects along with Bible curriculum for preschool through 6th grade with a daycare on site. Call us today at 632-2230 or check out our website at ccsnev.com and discover the difference. You see if CCS is the right option for your family.
Welcome back. Multiple sections of Highway 26 over the past month or so have cracked at its seams. Nebraska Department of Roads District 5 engineer Doug Hovitt explains why this is occurring.
What happens in the pavement breakup that we had here was basically thermal expansion. The concrete gets hot, it expands, it really doesn't have anywhere to push it to relieve that, and so the concrete will buckle. I would expect that the moisture probably has something to do with it because we haven't seen this amount in this segment in the previous few years. I don't know if it's a certain amount of rainfall that's conducive to these buckles. They're unpredictable for us. If we knew where they would be, then we would cut joints in those locations. But since they're kind of a anomaly, we just have to kind of respond to them. Both asphalt and concrete have their limitations as well as their attributes that we look for when we're designing highways. Asphalt, there's been occasions where you can drive certain segments of roadways where you do have thermal cracking. The thermal cracking that you'll experience is that kind of that repeated thumping that you might that some of your viewers might remember. Concrete, typically, it does have a traditionally longer service life and a little smoother, but on the flip side of it, occasionally it does have pavement buckles. I think what we do need to do, though, is just as motorists in general, we need to be aware of the roadway surroundings. In the event that somebody does detect something that they thought wasn't there the day before, they could certainly give our office a phone call and let us know that they're starting to see some changes in the roadway. The phone number to reach us is 436-6587.
Well, a 19-year-old Bridgeport woman has been arraigned on charges stemming from a bizarre break-in early Monday morning at a Scottsbluff residence. Court documents say Dory Schneider had been partying with her friends and somehow ended up at a home on Avenue C. She then reportedly forced her way into the home, went into a bedroom, and choked a 10-year-old child who was sleeping in the bed. When police arrived, she told officers that she had been drinking earlier in the night, but did not recall breaking into the home. She's now being held on a $20,000 bond on charges of burglary and strangulation. And Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts is set to host the state's annual Economic Development Summit. Ricketts will also be unveiling a new website Wednesday designed to attract and retain talented workers. The Nebraska Governor's Economic Development Summit was created to bring together business leaders, trade practitioners, and public leaders to discuss the challenges and opportunities in Nebraska's economy. The summit will take place in Lincoln and include comments from Ricketts, state economic development officials, and Gallup chairman and CEO Jim Clifton. Well, straight ahead, students from Rwanda are spending their summer in the Nebraska Panhandle learning about the local ag economy. Isabel Guzman will have that story right after this on KNEB.TV News.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
More time on the road means more time in the shop. Take your car, truck, or SUV to High Tech Automotive. With 10 bays and commitment to quality service and customer care, we can do it all, from general maintenance to more serious problems. High Tech Automotive, between Frank Parts and Baumgars.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
UNL College of Agriculture and Natural Resources undergraduate scholarship program students from Wawanda are in the Panhandle visiting and learning about our agriculture. Lex Larson, applied agriculture instructor at Western Nebraska Community College, has been working with the students.
They're all agriculture students, so we're trying to show them just some of the different facets that are unique to this area, that maybe they can see something that they could pick up and take back home with them. They're tasked with building up agriculture in Rwanda, so anything that we can show them that will help them in the future is of benefit to them.
Mark Iradukunda, a student in the program, talked about the various crops they have visited.
Because normally in Lincoln they farm just grow corn and soybeans, so we got here to see different other crops, like there is these beans, pinto beans, dry beans, there is beets, so and other many things. We also came here to see the water conservation systems and irrigation. We saw canals, North Platte systems, NRD, so we came here to see all those things and new things which we need to learn and utilize them back in Rwanda when we go home back.
The students visited the new Alliance Bean facility in Alliance. Dave Weber, division manager, explained to the students more about the bean industry and the variety of beans at the facility.
They're over here learning our techniques and different things we do agriculturally, and so we showed them around our facility and just how things work with beans and yellow field peas in our area and how we handle them at our facility.
The students will spend this week visiting agriculture businesses and farms before heading back to Lincoln at the end of the week. In Alliance, I'm Chabela Guzman for KNEB.TV News.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Care Heilbrunn State Farm Agent is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
KNEB presents country music rising star Dylan Scott.
I'm hooked on kissing.
Friday, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff. Presented by Allo Communications and VIAERO Wireless. Tickets are on sale now at the Midwest Theater box office, by phone at 632-4311 or at midwesttheater.com. Dylan Scott, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff with KNEB.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
U.S. National Hot Air Balloon Championship lands in western Nebraska. Starting August 12th, there will be 50 balloons coloring the sky. Then on the 16th and 17th, 30 Old West Balloon Fest pilots take flight. Can't make it to the morning launches? Enjoy one of 2 night glow options. August 15th at WNCC or the 17th at Five Rocks Amphitheater. There will be a kids' education zone and tethered rides for kids 12 and under. The morning launches at Mitchell Airfield. To learn more about the national competition and the Old West Balloon Fest, visit theoldwestballoonfest.com.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
The growth and prosperity of our community is dependent on the reinvestment of local dollars into our local economy. When you open a high-interest savings account at Platte Valley Bank, we turn around and loan your money back to our community for new construction, business expansion, home loans, in backing agriculture, and much more. Come save with us at Platte Valley Bank and know that you are doing business with a local bank with local decisions that reinvests your money here in our community.
And finally tonight, the United Way of Western Nebraska's annual Rubber Duck Dash is set for this Saturday, but there will be a major change for the 2019 event. Traditionally, thousands of yellow rubber ducks, who are all individually numbered, are dumped into the North Platte River as they race downstream towards the finish line. The first 30 lucky ducks who cross the finish line earn some great prizes for their owners, and this year's top prize is a brand new Toyota RAV4. However, due to fast currents and above-average river levels, the decision was made to pull the ducks from the water this year. However, Executive Director Steph Black says they have something new in store for this year's Duck Dash instead.
We're actually going to load the ducks that we sell into Simon Construction cement mixer truck. And the ducks will then be spun inside the mixer. And then there's water in there, so they will be rushed down the chute into our winner's tube, the tube that's normally in the river. So we're using that same equipment. So again, the first 30 ducks that come out into that tube will be the winners for the duck race.
Folks are encouraged to come out to Team Auto Center on Thursday night for the annual Quackers and Cheese event. People can buy their last-minute ducks, enjoy food and drink, all while supporting the dozen-plus agencies the United Way supports. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.